When I didn't care about a lot of things, I had a lot of people around me. When I just was like kind of not even wild and carefree, but just kind of in a position that whatever comes my way, I'll take it. You know, not necessarily just for their benefit, but for mine too. And that's messed up, but I was never alone. But the minute I started caring more about myself and who I allowed in my circle and in my presence, or who I allowed to know even the slightest, deepest personal things about me. The minute I start really giving a hoot, then you be alone all the time. Ain't that crazy? Like, man, sometimes I wish I could take who I am now and cross over into my youth and enjoy some of the things I had when I was young, but have some of the mentality that I got now. That would be so wonderful. Because, like, some of the opportunities that I had, well, maybe they weren't really opportunities that were the greatest, but they were realistic, I believe, even looking back on it now. To like to be in love with somebody that love you. I've been with people that I loved, and I've been with people that loved me. I've also been in relationships that there was so much love there, but also so much extra baggage and confusion and trauma and betrayal within ourselves that we couldn't unite as one, because we were too young to know what we were doing, even though we were grown, and we just hadn't lived yet to have learned anything. And it's like, now I'm 53. I know what I want. I know where I want to go. But no matter how much I scrape, scratch, climb, dig, crawl, I can't seem to get there. And I don't understand what that's about. And the feeling of it is so, what people be saying now, diabolical, that it pisses me off. And it makes my heart hurt. Almost like a burden that I'm better than I've ever been before in so many ways. But the better I get, the more empty my life is becoming. That's hurtful. Everybody is different. You got some people that they don't mind being by themselves, and I don't mind either. But it's not about being by myself. It's about living a life where you don't just have that special love or that special person to laugh and talk with. Or that special person to confiding in and enjoy one another's company. That person that they just get it. They get you. Like being with a person that you can look into their eyes and they can look into yours, and not one word from the mouth has to be spoken for y'all to get it. 100 people in a room and you two just had this energy. No words need to be spoken to hear, to connect. I've had that before. And I've had it before, and when I did have it, it was new to me, but I had come close to it before. But once I got it, it was like the most powerful spark. It was even bigger than a spark. It was such a beautiful feeling that it was so many years ago, but I still get goosebumps even thinking about it. The passion, the love, the understanding, the I know I'm not alone because they got my back, or we got each other back, the laughter, the arguments, the makeups, the fun times, and experiencing things with this person that 20 years from now you can look at and be like, ah, oh, that was so beautiful. I'll never forget. And that's what I want. I thought I had it a couple of times, but sometimes when you're looking for something like that, or you want something like that, not necessarily looking for it, but you want something like that, you kind of end up being the only person that wants it that bad. Or sometimes you're the person that had it before and the other person didn't, so you know what you want and you know what you're going after because you know how powerful and beautiful it is, but the other person don't have a clue. So y'all on two totally different pages. Hell, y'all ain't even in the same room. You could be with a person in a relationship, a serious relationship, and they don't have a clue how to love you or even how to love. You got some people that's in relationships because that's the norm, or because you wanted it, so they did what you wanted. Sometimes it's just crazy how people end up in these careless relationships, offering nothing to one another that can fulfill anything. Don't get me wrong, because we're supposed to be able to fulfill ourselves with what we need, but it's only so much that you can give yourself. We wasn't put here to be alone anyway. So, I'm at a point in my life, though, I would not settle for, just anything. I don't play. I am very protective of the person who I've become, the person I've become, I'm very protective of that. I'm very protective of my sobriety. I'm very protective of my mind, my heart, so I wouldn't just settle for anybody, you know. But I would like somebody that's meant for me, and we could walk through this beautiful journey of craziness, happiness, spirituality, religion, maybe even. Even though we might be older, still growing together, still learning together, laughing at ourselves, laughing at each other, enjoying one another, not just social media happy. I'm talking about real life happiness. Or not even just happiness, but comfort, peace with a person. Where you could be with this person and have a comfortable silence. When this person touches you, it's electrifying. It's beautiful. I don't even mean sexual. I'm just talking just beautiful, enticing. I don't know. I've always been a hopeless romantic. I don't show it a lot because it's a protection thing. Protecting my heart, protecting me. And not only that, but you got to be there. You got to be in that realm of life. You don't just be romantic, because you meet a person and y'all messed around, or y'all got y'all got a little connection. No. Me, my romantic side comes out when I'm with, somebody that I feel like gets me, we get each other, and we have this connection. But even on that note, you can have that with somebody and they can do something so foul to you that you guys will never have it again. Forgiveness is a good thing, and I can forgive. But sometimes if you hurt a person bad enough, y'all can lose that, and it can be gone forever. Depending on who you're dealing with. And I know it's like that with me because I've been hurt enough, and I just am not tolerating a lot of stuff. I'm not zero tolerant, but I'm not going to tolerate a bunch of crap either. So, I don't know. What do you think? What is it in your life that you're looking for that would make you happy? That would make you not happy, happy, peaceful, content, joyful. And you can have all those things alone. I'm not talking about that. So please don't just say, just being with me, I feel. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something much deeper than that. I can be alone. I don't like to be alone too much, but I don't mind being alone sometimes. Yeah, I'm pretty good company to myself. I can find a lot to do. You very, very rarely hear me say I'm bored. You probably never hear me say I'm bored because I always got something to do. But I know what I want, though. Do you?